Namaste everyone. Welcome to this session of this time we are going to listen to messages on breath. So it is a beautiful series. So it is part of the breath series. So welcome to this session. So let's go ahead with the session. So, yeah, before listening to the message, as usual, we will sit in meditation. But I would like to just introduce you to what is going to happen throughout this series. So, after getting the 40th message from Mother Earth, I went to Mahavatar Babaji's caves, and there I received a message from Babaji himself that we have to know more about our breath. So it is the ultimate and the highest knowledge. um, it is the now that we are going to listen to the message from Babaji. He says in the message that often the highest knowledge is always the simplest. So our breath is everything, and in through observing our breath through this in the simplest way possible, we can evolve and we can realize who we truly are. So that is the purpose of these messages on to connect more with our breath, to understand that we have to observe our breath, and to understand that we have to adopt this lifestyle that in which we are just in that stillness, in which we are in observation. So to promote that, to spread that, these messages will be flowing, where we get to know more and more very deeply about breath, because we have been introduced to different kinds of knowledge, but we have to know more about our breath. So in the our breath message from Mother Earth, she also says that breath is left unexplored, so we have to explore more about it. We have to understand more about it, because it is like the most fundamental part of us. It is the most basic and the most essential part of our being. So we have to understand our breath more deeply, and we can only do that by observation. To spread this knowledge, like I said before, we will be receiving messages on breath. So while I was receiving the messages, I cannot express how happy I felt. It was just divine. It felt like I am doing what I supposed to do. So I'm very happy to share these messages with all of you. So I kind of knew that we will be receiving messages on breath while during the messages on earth were happening. So it, one thing that I realized, that it is very important, and up to understand more about our breath, and we have to do that. We are here just to understand that this knowledge. So in various ways, in various through various levels, ways, and processes or patterns, we are trying to connect to the same knowledge, and we are trying to understand the same thing, that we have to meditate, we have to observe our breath. So yes, we will be receiving more knowledge on this subject, and I'm very grateful to this flow, to everyone here who are going to listen to these messages, to Mother Earth for paving a path for all of us to receive this knowledge. So yes, it's going to be wonderful. These are going to be great messages and great sessions. So I hope you all get connected with it, you all resonate with it. So like usual, before listening to the message, let's sit in meditation first. So I would request all of you to take a comfortable position and just be with yourself. Close your eyes, interlock your fingers, cross your legs, and just observe your beautiful natural breath that is occurring within you. Just observe it, be in that observation. Just get into that flow. Don't force it, let it happen, and just become one with your breath. Your breath is you. And the breath is what connects us with everything. It is the ultimate knowledge. So let's just be with our breath. Enjoy observing your breath. Just get into the rhythm of your breath. This rhythm of your breath will connect you to the cosmic rhythm, and it's going to be beautiful. Observing your breath, going into that stillness and nothingness. So just observe your beautiful, natural, tranquil, easy breath and enjoy this meditation. Enjoy the peace of it, the stillness of it. You just have to do nothing but to observe your breath. Observation is natural to us. Observe, observe, observe. Stop, pause, and observe. Now let's meditate with music. Thank you. Last 2 minutes. Let's just meditate in silence and observe our breath. Just be with your breath and observe it. Last 10 seconds. Last 5 seconds. Those of you who would like to continue your meditation, please be in meditation. If you would like to come out of your meditation, keep both of your palms on your eyes, and while looking at your palms, slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining in this group meditation and contributing in it and raising the energies of these group meditation. Thank you so much. So yes, welcome back to the session, and now today we are going to listen to a message on breath. So those of you who have joined late or after the meditation has started, I would like to once again tell you about these messages briefly. So even while during receiving message from Mother Earth and after the 40th message was over, I was getting intuition that I will be receiving messages on breath, but when after the messages on Mother Earth, the 40th message finished, so I went to Mahavatar Babaji's caves, and there I received messages from Babaji that I will be receiving, that we will be receiving messages from various masters on breath, because it is the need of the hour. It is time that people understand that how important it is to observe our breath, and that it is the ultimate knowledge, it is everything, it is the easiest and most the simplest way to evolve, and we have to observe our breath, and observation is very important and very fundamental to us. So it is the way, so to realize our the truest self, and who we are in the most advanced form, in the most evolved form, in the most natural form, who we are. So to realize that, we need to understand our breath, and it is just everything. So so that's why we will be receiving messages on breath, to and while through these messages, it is the will of the entire cosmos to spread the knowledge of breath to everyone, and as well as making people realize how important it is to observe the breath, and um, it is the solution for everything, it is the way for everything. So that is the purpose of the series, the breath series. So today we are going to listen to the message from Mahavatar Babaji. Um, so yes, it was, when I went to the Mahavatar Babaji caves, I had many beautiful experiences, and it was just wonderful being there, meditating, and observing my breath, feeling those energies, and it was just so beautiful. I was able to connect with all the nature, everything there, all the elements, and it was just wonderful. And there, like I said, I received this guidance, this message, that I have to share these messages. So first, let's listen to the message. So breath series. So the name of the first message is breath and it's happening, and it is a message from Mahavatar Babaji. So it goes as follows. Breath is something extraordinary. I have spent lifetimes understanding and evolving while observing breath energy. Breath energy is the life force. It is the flow of the Creator within us. Our illusions bind us from being still, but our very being is of being. So be hyphen ing. So our being, our very being is of being. We can realize our true we can realize our true essence only when we take a pause and be still, and that can only happen when we observe our breath. The highest of knowledge is always the simplest. It seems so mysterious that the divine paradox is that the ultimate evolution, realization, and advancement can happen simply by observing the breath. When we observe our breath in meditation, we observe our will to sustain. We observe our consciousness in its simplest yet powerful form. Our breath is us as the essence. On earth, breath is observed in the form of air passing in and out of us, but elsewhere it is observed as per the vibrational and observational states of the realms. Observation is the way of ultimate and absolute evolution everywhere. Through observation, which is the fundamental nature of us, we get to realize the truest essence, potential, and capacity of our being. And such a joy it is to experience the stillness and ultimately nothingness. Observe, observe, observe. Delve more and more into observation. Stop, pause, and observe. The ultimate realization of who we are as an essence, in brackets, all that is only possible through observation of the breath essence, which is all prevailing and ever existing. So, that is the message from Mahavatar Babaji. I would like to read it once again. Yes, so it goes as follows. Breath is something extraordinary. I have spent lifetimes understanding and evolving while observing breath energy. Breath energy is the life force. It is the flow of creator within us. Our illusions bind us from being still, but our very being is of being. Be hyphen ing. So we can realize our true essence only when we take a pause and be still, and that can only happen when we observe our breath. The highest of knowledge is always the simplest. It seems so mysterious that the divine paradox is that the ultimate evolution, realization, and advancement can happen simply by observing the breath. When we observe our breath in meditation, we observe our will to sustain. We observe our consciousness in its simplest yet powerful form. Our breath is us as the essence. On earth, breath is observed in the form of air passing in and out of us. But elsewhere, it is observed as per the vibrational and dimensional states of the realms. Observation is the ultimate way of is the way of ultimate and absolute evolution everywhere. I'll repeat it once again. Observation is the way of ultimate and absolute evolution everywhere. Through observation, which is the fundamental nature of us, we get to realize the truest essence, potential, and capacity of our being. And such a joy it is to experience the stillness and ultimately nothingness. Observe, observe, observe. Dwell more and more into observation. Stop, pause, and observe. The ultimate realization of who we are as an essence, in brackets, all that is only possible through observation of the breath essence, which is all prevailing and ever existing. So that is the message, and I felt very happy while receiving it. Like I shared before, it felt like I am fulfilling my purpose and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So it was a joy in another level. I felt very happy. Yeah, just absolutely blissful while experiencing the flow of the message, and it felt like this knowledge is something I have waited for, which I really wanted to receive, and everything that Babaji here he's saying, in some ways we all have been experiencing it because we have been practicing the anapanasati or the breath awareness meditation, and he explained it in such a beautiful manner of how we are the breath. He says that uh, when we observe our breath, we observe ourselves in the form of consciousness, and in the next line he says our breath is us, is as the essence. So we are as an essence, we are experiencing it while observing the breath, which is just us. So our breath is us in the form of in as the essence, and while observing the breath we are simultaneously experiencing us as the essence. So that's a very important and very eye-opening knowledge that Babaji shared with us. And as he says, observation is the way to ultimate and absolute evolution, and observation of breath is the way. It is the highest form of knowledge, and it where while observing the breath, as we know, we become still, and we are able to access, we are able to realize, we are able to feel ourselves as nothing, as the nothingness. We are able to feel ourselves as the consciousness as well. So observing the breath, like Babaji says, it is such a paradox. We think that, the greatest and the infinite uh, things, or the most divine things, or the most advanced things, we assume that we will receive it, we will able to realize it by through complex things. But Babaji, he broke that illusion within us, and he just uh, you know throw some light on to the simplest of thing, that and made us realize that it's possible by simply by observing our breath. And during the whole week, I was trying to observe my breath and be in silence, not just through words, but also by in the thought level. So I would try to be present and be mindful and be in here and now. So what I observed was, while by being in that silence, everything was becoming easy. Everything was happening in such a beautiful flow. And the greatest of sages might be in deepest of silence, but uh, even though I am trying in on my own level, uh, just by taking a small initiative, a small step, uh, everything is changing, because now there is no traffic here. So everything else was also becoming very simple, because I was um, uh, very silent and still, and just there, in on the mind level, on the emotional level, I was just trying to be there. So everything was becoming very, very it was great to experience that simplicity, and that mindfulness, and that silence, that flow, the how natural things can be. um, and I was reading breath and meditation, and the book, and it was mentioned that we always think a lot and we assume things, but we never try to experience the beauty of this moment. So that's what Mother Earth also says. So yes, we can only truly live when we experience this moment, and we can experience this moment when we observe our breath. So like Babaji also says, the he said that the ultimate evolution, realization, and advancement, it can happen through breath. And also we can experience ourselves in the ultimate form only by observing our breath. Because in order to feel ourselves, in order to feel the very being of us, we have to first stop with our assumptions and illusions, and we have to see, Mother Earth always say this, experience life experience life for what it is, not for what you assume it to be. So we have to experience ourselves for what we are, and that can only happen when we observe our breath. And it is the way for everything. And these days, um, whenever I am having any kind of reactions, or if I am becoming very experiencing limited emotions for anything, I would just simply remind myself that I need more of stillness, silence, meditation, and I have to take a break and just observe. I am constantly trying to remind myself of it. So yes, it's the simplest way. We just have to meditate. So yes, and like Babaji once again says, um, to realize our essence, we have to observe the breath essence, which is also us in the form of essence. So just let's be with our breath. Now that we are receiving these messages, let's take time out to observe our breath, to explore more with our breath. And like Mother Earth says, explore the silence, increase the depths of your silence. So let's try to do that. And yes, like Babaji says, let's not let our illusions bind us from being still. Let's be still while observing our breath. And it's beautiful. And I would like to also remind you of what Mother Earth says. She said in the Our Breath message that the breath is the game changer. It is the true manifester. And it is breath also exists. Again, like Babaji said, it also exists body or non-body. That's what she said. And Babaji is saying it in another way, that here we are observing the breath like air passing in and out of us. But if we are in other dimensions or other realms, we observe it in other ways, because breath is the life force. And here life force has manifested itself as air passing in and out of us. But in elsewhere it can be something else. Yes, so that is so interesting to know. And yeah, this is what I wanted to share. And while receiving this message, Babaji told that to do 3 hours of meditation and 3 hours of silence. So monam, or the silence through words, 3 hours, and 3 hours of meditation. So it's just a message which I received, but I'm just sharing because I felt it. I did initially I didn't know that it was to be shared in the group, but now I'm feeling the intuition, so I'm sharing it with all of you. um, eh, if you would like to do that, please do that. So 3 hours of meditation and 3 hours of silence. And also try to he also gave a message to focus on what I am eating or drinking. So being mindful while eating and drinking, and also taking light foods and light liquid light foods. So that's what he shared, uh, that soul shared. So just wanted to share it with all of you. If you would like to do that, you can do that. Yes, thank you so much. Because as we are receiving these messages, we are also getting a clear message that we have to observe our breath more and more. And Mother Earth's message, the just be message, in that message she shared that when we explore our silences and go into the depths of our silence, then spirituality will start. So we have to go practice this more and more. Like Patriji says, if you play an instrument, you practice it, for many hours, and then y- then only you can truly learn it, right? So the same goes for meditation. We have to do it for uh, as much time as possible. I'm not telling to uh, be stuck in the count of the hours, or but enjoy what you're doing. At the same time, let's try to increase the observation and the silence within us through meditation. So that is just what I wanted to convey. So yes, we have to for the true spirituality to start, we have to increase the silence within us. And she also shared that, Mother Earth also shared that, then everyone will become a Buddha, and Buddhahood will be there everywhere. So yes, so for the shift which is happening so evidently throughout the planet Earth, for us to go along with that shift very smoothly, easily, comfortably, happily, so we have to do more meditation, observe the breath, and be in silence. So that is the message that we are clearly getting through these messages. So thank you so much. If anybody else would like to share something, you can unmute yourself. Thank you. If you would like to share anything, please go ahead and share comfortably and freely, because your experiences matter a lot. It can inspire anyone to push themselves, and it is so important to understand each other's perspective and take on this. So please do share your experiences. If you're in meditation, you can continue your meditation. Yes, Anumam.
Madhu, as always, really thankful that after the Mother Earth series, Mahavatar Babaji, you went and you found such amazing, deep, profound message for all of us. And you're so magnanimous in sharing the same and giving us a take of how you started it and even your own craving for this message and the timing, the divine timing of it all manifesting now. And Mahavatar Babaji saying that it will come to us through many masters. Probably the time is right. And if it's come through you, we all, Master, will definitely listen to you, will do what you are suggesting. Also, your own personal experiences that you add, as always, they are so beautiful, so amazing, because it just makes us realize that how Babaji's messages are so simple and it's such a long message, but you're able to grasp all of it and understand the layers again that are within it, you know. While you were saying it, something came to my mind. I had closed my eyes. It was like maybe there are many flowers in this world, in this third dimensional world, but the rose is called the king of flowers because of the essence, you know, not the beauty, because everything is beautiful. The minute we take the breath of the rose flower, the subtle um, hint of fragrance that it gives out is what um, makes it. I don't know why it came out like that. The essence of that rose is not in it's just its beauty, but the fragrance, the tiniest fragrance. Maybe similarly, you spoke about breath. You know where we are contradictory. You know we are the breath, but we are also observing the breath. And I'm reading a book called We the Arcturians, and they also talk about vibrations where they are very cautious and careful of each other's vibration, you know. Like, as now that today you said through breathing we are doing it in our earth, but there it's vibrations, high frequency vibrations. They're able to assess what the communication is in the complete entirety. It's like getting a video, email, message, everything at once, and the entire communication happens, right? Because there's nothing left for imagination. It's so complete in itself. The vibration, the frequency is so high. And one more thing that came to mind is this master called Eckhart Tolle. Most of us know him. He talks about the power of now. He just though Babaji and Mother Earth has been saying is so simple and our breath is so divine and is the main creation within us. Eclat Toule gives us the examples. What happens when we are only with the breath is there is no background noise of the clutter of judging, labeling, looking at objects, and putting some kind of a thing to it. Like if I'm talking to you right now, looking at your cloth, looking at the color, then thinking, associating it with anything. It's just a moment and observing it in such completeness that there is no background noise. So, if we are struggling to understand what the power of now is, maybe we can all refer to Eklat Toule's examples also, and then fulfill Mahavatar Babaji's and Mother Earth's not request, guidance of following our breath through Master Mantra. I really loved it today. I'm so happy you're back and your vibrations are amazing. You're really, really blessed to have today's session. And I want to know, how did you remember most of this? Such a long message. It's really beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you for always keenly listening to the message and connecting with it. So I received the message today, so I wrote it down. So I am reading it while I was reading it to all
Okay.
of you. Um,
Okay.
at that day, on when I was in the caves, Babaji just shared that you will be receiving the messages now. Even previously, when I previously went to the caves, then also some messages, some intuitions came, about breath and knowledge. So this time it was a clear message that now you have to share this knowledge. So Babaji is my higher self. So it's a very strong connection between the both of us. So I felt it, uh, what he what was being given. I felt it. So yes, it's so great to listen to the message, and the way you use the example of the flower. It's just beautiful. It's like, beyond the physical illusions. Yes, we we are appreciative of the body. We are very grateful towards it, but certain thoughts that are, um, which are very illusionary, beyond that, if we go into that mindfulness, so not just by looking at the outer layer, but when we go beyond it, we feel everything like an essence. So the fragrance which you shared, whatever the example which you shared, I felt it like that. So it was very beautiful, and the knowledge which you shared about, whatever you have read, that is also so connected with what Babaji has said. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Sharda, ma'am.
Hi, Madhumita. Hello,
Hi.
masters. So today morning I was thinking of you. So Madhumita must come with messages. So she has to come. So suddenly you appeared. I was I was meditating. I'm not aware of the mess of the no the post in the group. I was meditating before, just before, and finished my meditation and just opened my eyes and there are some messages. So with not clear the letters, I saw Mahavatar Babaji. So then I was active. Then what is happening in the group? So just jumped into this session, and thank you so much for this wonderful message from Babaji. So I have some one of the experience no regarding the breath. So one day I was unable to meditate. I don't know what was happening because of thoughts, or I don't know. I was unable to meditate, and I was asking help from Babaji. So why today I was not able to meditate then. Then Babaji said, just observe your breath. So I sat calmly, just observing my in breath and out breath. Then after few breaths, my mind became still. I was meditating. I'm able to meditate then for 2 hours. For long at a stretch, I was able to meditate for 2 hours. So I asked maybe Babaji. So what happens when we observe this? Why this is happening? Why we are becoming so became still? So then Babaji said, see, like when you observe your breath, it you will become still. Your mind becomes still. That you will go into nothingness. For evolving, for the soul evolution, you have to be nothing. So means emptying the mind or emptying all the thoughts, or that is for evolving. The soul evolves only with nothingness. So he gave an example like a flute. A flute is a hollow. It is not having anything. But when the breath enters into the flute, we hear a nice music. So that's the value of the breath. That's the value of the air. When you observe it, you become like a flute. We evolve. We evolve with nothingness. So yeah, this was the message on the day. Uh, thank you so much. Yes, that's. Thank you so much, Madhu. Thank you
Thank you.
all.
That is such a, I mean, extraordinary message, because so powerfully but so simply he explained everything. And yes, the flute message is so deep. Yes. So what he is sharing in this message and what has been shared to you, both are in such a sync. And yes, truly we evolve from nothingness because we are nothing. And at the same time, the essence of us as the breath, that's what he has shared in the message. So it creates such flow. It creates such flow even in our lives. And also we can relate it to what Babaji has shared about the flute. So the breath, when it flows into that, it creates a melody. And here we are creating something beautiful with our lives as well, while breathing, while experiencing everything. And just by being, we are creating divinity. So it's just beautiful. What a great message. Thank you so much, Sharda ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhu. And also, I would like to share the importance of Mauna. So, about the Mauna, we all received on the New Year day. we all received. So on the 31st of December, on 31st of December, we all received the Mauna with 3 messages. We received one of the is being in silence. So importance of silence. So then Babaji said, if at all it is necessary, you speak out. Otherwise, be in silence. So silence is not just with the words, with the mind. Silence must come from the mind. That is important. So I started to be in Mauna once in a week. Then I start to my the progress, I could say, the progress not in for enlightenment or meditation, the progress of being myself. So this is what, so I can enjoy myself, not with only the bombarding of any thoughts and everything. So I can be happy within me. So that's what he says, that enlightenment no, it's a process. It's a process, he says. Enlightenment is a process. So being knowing ourselves truly, that is what is actual enlightenment is. That is what these all these wisdom, what we are using it, we have to make this use this wisdom to know our true self. So that is what being in silence. Silence is a method, is a wonderful and a beautiful method to know ourselves. That is what silence. So I started to observe myself in silence. Okay, this is me, this is what I have to work on. In this area I have to work on that. And also regarding the food, yes, he always says be mindful in eating. So even excess eating is also not good, is also not good, not only for our body, as for mother earth too. So this message we received on one of the day on cosmic picture meditation, that regarding the food, eating excess food. So eating excess food means we need more production. So for more production, more chemicals are used to the fields and everything. So the soil is getting it is losing its essence, it's losing its minerals and all. So it is not good for mother earth too. So we have to be mindful, not wasting the food. And also wasting the food is also is not only one step. Eating excess food is also, we are wasting the food, which is not good for us and also for mother earth. So being in the mindful eating and light food, yes, on the Mauna day I see myself like when I eat a very light food, I stick. So I changed the day to a raw food. I take only raw on that day. Then I observe my energies. They are completely different from cooked to raw. So I've been practicing this, and one day I tried. These are well experimenting. One day I tried for whole day. I tried on fruits. That day was also I'm feeling good. So not we don't need to starve ourselves. That's important. We don't need to starve. Yet we don't need to eat more food. So that's what he's teaching me, and yes, I'm sharing with all. So thank you, Madhu, and yes, thank you, Parul.
Thank you for sharing about silence and its importance and whatever Babaji has shared with you. Let's definitely try to apply this in our lives. And like Shada ma'am has said, let's use this knowledge to know ourselves more. That is the purpose, that is enlightenment. So let's definitely do this and let's evolve together. So yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, anybody else would like to share something? Yes, Mridula ma'am.
Hi, Madhumita. I want to thank you. It's a beautiful, insightful experience you shared with us. I also want to thank Anu and Sharda for sharing their experiences. We're all students and teachers. at some point in time and have our awareness. So really love hearing all the sharings. It really helps our insight and helps us think a little bit on our perspective of things. You
Yeah.
know, um, thank
Thank you so much. Yes, definitely. We are both students and teachers. We're learning and we are sharing with from everybody and with each other. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, yes, go ahead.
Namaste, Masters. Hi, Madhu. Thank you for the message. Thank you, Babaji.
Your
Uh,
voice is very low. Can you
yes.
please keep the phone near you?
Okay, okay. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Babaji. Thank you for the message. And today, my experiences, I had a good meditation. I was trying to observe my breath, though I had many thoughts. And whenever I observed my breath, I was going into the deeper states of meditation, and I was feeling very peaceful. And when you were reading the message, when I closed my eyes to listen to the message, and I was experiencing a vastness of the message. And I'm not able to express in words, but I'm trying my best. It is so vast. I felt that this has huge energy, huge spreading, and it has a lot of depth in it. That's what I felt when I closed my eyes and when I was hearing to the message. It was different while I was closing my eyes and listening. So thank you so much for a beautiful experience. Thank you.
Yes, even I felt and I experienced the same while receiving the message. It is so infinite and so powerful, so deep. Definitely. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much.
And another vision I was, I had an intuition that when I was experiencing that vastness, when you were reading the message, I was as though I was feeling that there are many chariots going forward, a huge line of chariots. Yeah, and especially the vastness, I uh, cannot express in words. I felt very, very wonderful. Thank you.
Yes. Another thing which I realized while you said vastness is that it is also the vastness of the breath. How expansive, how infinite it is. And the chariot's intuition or vision, the experience, it is so symbolic, and it tells us so much that all of us, we are together moving forward in this shift. That's what I felt while listening to the experience, the intuition which I felt. So beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for writing in the chat box, Ritesh ji, Anu ma'am, Sumati ma'am, and Ranjini ji. Let me just ask in meditation whether I could share this or not, and then if I feel it, I'll share it in the group. Otherwise, the recording of this session will be available in the YouTube. So those of you who would like to listen to it again, you can listen it to the YouTube, and if it's okay, I'll share it in the groups as well. Thank you so much, and thank you, Ranjini ji. Yeah.
Madhu, I want to tell one more thing. I'm always writing your messages when Mother Earth used to talk about Mother Earth's messages. Even today, I started. And midway, I felt a very, very, very strong intuition of stopping it. And as if someone was saying that, go listen, pay attention. So
Okay.
while I was listening keenly, but it was like, go deeper. And so I stopped it, and I loved it listening to you more than writing. And I felt, yeah, I should, if I have to, I'll go through the YouTube thing again. That was one. And secondly, I don't know, today I felt as if Mahavatar Babaji is everywhere. I open YouTube, there is a Mahavatar Babaji video. I go to this Faridabad group, there are people talking about Mahavatar Babaji.
Yes.
And somehow I was talking to a couple of masters today, and we were talking about Mahavatar Babaji. And in the evening, you sent a message like Shadaji. I saw that Mahavatar Babaji, and that's when I sent you a message, right? It's so amazing. It looks like the time has come, and it's really amazing that we are so aware and hopefully aware and in the time. So thank you again.
Yes. So many people are connected with Mahavatar Babaji. Yes. And that's great that you received that intuition that you have to listen to the message. So just drop everything and just listen to the message and enjoy it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Anybody else would like to share something? Okay. Okay then. Thank you so much for joining in the session and being a part of it, sharing your experiences, taking part in the group meditation. Please keep joining these sessions, and it is so great to uh, collectively do this session, feel each other's presence. It's just wonderful. Thank you once again. So, okay, thank you. Shall we end the session then? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.